for taking care of everything back home. Love you.
I miss my babies, Ava and Peyton, and my fiancée Heather. I can't wait to see you.
Thanks for being home and keeping my mom sane.
I miss you guys, and hopefully I'll be home shortly to see you.
And finally, to my daughter Jessica and my son Cody, Daddy misses you and loves you both, and you two better be listening to your mother.
The theme behind the video and the song itself is about two sisters, one away at war, one at home. The correspondence between these two different worlds meet.
I think it represents not thinking of it as such a negative thing, but knowing that it's just a matter of time before you're reunited with your loved ones. And that in itself gives people the motivation to do the job they're supposed to do, and to to find a way to make sure that they're they do their job and come home safely.
One of my dreams was to deploy and I just chose Afghanistan as the mission I wanted to go on, and so I had a lot of support. I didn't have any backlash from my family or friends about it. They may have been worried, but they were all supportive.
You know, some people say, well, how could you leave your daughter? Well, my thing is, well, I'm asked to go because my skills are needed. I don't want later on, if my daughter ever comes to, when I'm trying to raise her to have, to do the right thing, then later on, you know, one day she finds out that, well, her dad was needed and he didn't go, right?
There's a lot of songs about the Army and deaths that happened in the Army versus celebrating the fact that people do come home. So to get that message out, to get soldiers in the video who are actually holding signs of what that means to them and get that message to Canada.
You know, it's a refreshing approach to ending a cause and ending a service to the country people can be proud of, and to to show that, to tell their loved ones that they're coming home, I think is one of the most powerful things you can do with just a simple thing such as a sign.
The FOB, the forward operating base I was deployed at, was really in the middle of nowhere, and they had something called welfare trailers, and they're little sea cans with satellite phones, and then another trailer with the satellite internet. And there's half a dozen computers or phones in there for a few hundred people. So, you go in there, you have a few minutes and do what you need to do, and communicate that way.
Sometimes you just call every single day, even when we were in those battles. Like there'd be a lull, and so we take a little break, and I make sure I get a phone call in. Sometimes there'll be a mortar round that lands close by, and said, don't worry, we're just doing some practicing right now, but I gotta get going, right?
There are repercussions to what they've witnessed, what they've done, and so hopefully for them to come back and be reunited with family, and be taken care of and respected with the respect that they deserve.
And we had a lot of things to worry about: the heat, the weather, the bad guys, the elements, and then just to get the encouragement, just to get an email or a package just kind of boosted your morale when you needed it.
Distance can keep you physically apart, but not emotionally. Emotionally, if that bond is there, it's there, right? And nothing could tear that apart.